Alright fam, this is the XP Pen Artist Pro 16 Gen 2. I'm gonna just cut right to the chase. I love it and I highly recommend it. Now that doesn't mean that it's perfect, but damn y'all, it's pretty gangster. Let's get into it. What up fam, it's your boy DKG72, and yeah, I've been working with the Artist Pro 16 for a few months now, and I really love this tablet. So this is what we're going to do for this review right here, where we're going to streamline it. We're going to put some categories out there to keep it from being chaotic, because you know, and I know, my reviews can kind of be chaotic. So we're looking at 4 different categories. Category number 1, ease of use. How easy is it to use? Category number 2, the drawing experience, because, well, we're artists, obviously. Category number 3 is going to be the economics, because how much does it cost? We got to know how much it costs, and we're going to get into all of that. And category number 4 is my nitpicks, or what could be possible deal breakers for you. For me, a good tablet is just easy to plug in and get started. And I'm happy to say the Pro 16 passes that test with flying colors. All right, y'all, all you need to get going is this cord right here. It's a USB-C to USB-C cord, and it attaches to your tablet and your laptop. Just attach them, hook them up into each other, and basically you're ready to get started at that point. Just draw, baby, draw. Everything about the Pro 16 is geared for ease. That includes the app that allows you to control the brightness of your screen, all the way to dialing in the settings on your stylus so that it works exactly how you want it to. And speaking of the stylus, it's battery free and has a super fast activation rate. Look, I know it sounds weird, but as a teaching artist, I can tell you that fast connectivity rate is super important for me, because I work with different artists of different skill levels, and the last thing they need to be dealing with is connectivity issues with the stylus and the tablet. And I'm happy to say the Pro 16 cuts through all that red tape. No problem, easy peasy, lemon breezy. I like that, easy peasy. The Pro 16 is hella portable, y'all. Say it's a nice sunny day and you want to just get out from behind the desk and just feel the sun on your face while you're working on your art. Well, you can go ahead and move this whole setup and just work wherever you want. Now, that's not to say it's not going to take up a little bit of space, because it is. It's a laptop and tablet combo, so it's not a handheld. But at the same time, just the ability to be able to move around, work where you want, and be as comfortable as you want as you're doing your work, man, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. Hey yo, the drawing experience is probably the #1 variable for me and for you. And I'm happy to say that I was wrong about the XP Pen line of tablets. I used to have a preconceived notion about them, but once I worked with this tablet, I fell in love with it immediately. It's got this matte finish that offers like the proper level of resistance when you're drawing on it. It literally does feel like you're drawing on paper, kind of like that film that they give you to work with on the iPads. It's kind of just like that. There have been times I've forgotten what I'm drawing on, and I've just been drawing, and that's probably the best feeling in the world as an artist. Plus, the screen is bright. It's not 4K, it's 2K, but when you have beat up 52-year-old eyes and you're coming from HD Wacom 22 to a 2K screen, trust me, it's a world of difference. It really makes a difference. And while the screen and the surface are great, they're great. Not even gonna argue that. The star of the show is the stylus. So check it out, y'all. I've been working with Wacom styluses for my entire life. I've tried an Huon stylus before, but that was back in the day. And I've tried, the Surface Pen, and I've tried the Apple Pencil. And I've always come back to the Wacom styluses. What I can tell you right now, XP, if Wacom is the golden standard, XP Pen has made a stylus that meets pretty much all my expectations and probably exceeds them as far as the stylus is concerned. So when it comes to how easy it is for you guys to use this stylus, I would say it's a slam dunk. First off, the rubber nibs that come standard with the stylus don't seem as harsh on the surface as with other styluses, and maybe that's a combination of this matte surface and the stylus working together, but who cares? Hey, it works. It really does work. And then on top of that, just like all styluses, you can remove the nibs, but this also comes with felt tip nibs. And if you've never drawn with felt tip nibs, oh Lord, felt nibs are the best to draw with, but it's a caveat, and we'll get into that later. All right, y'all, quick story time with Dave. So XP Pen likes to brag about this X23 chip that's in the styluses, right? They say that it gives your stylus about 16,000, a little bit over 16,000 points of pressure. Now, I don't know if that's true, but here's something that might lend to their argument. I was working on a project. I started it here where the studio is moving to. Yeah, I'm moving to studio. We'll get to that later. At St. Louis Artworks. I started the project here. I was working on the Pro 16, and I decided I needed to finish it up. I was going to work from home on my Wacom 22. When I get home, download the files and bring them back into Clip Studio, I noticed a distinct difference between the quality of the line that I was getting with the Pro 16 as opposed to the Wacom 22. And I couldn't put my finger on it at first, but there was a noticeable difference. And it did, I think it came down to the points of pressure that you can apply with the stylus for one tablet as opposed to the points of pressure that you could apply for a stylus of another. Now, does that mean that they've got the 16,000 points of pressure? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that there is a distinct difference between the line quality that you get with one tablet as opposed to another. And in this case, I really prefer the line quality of the Pro 16. And that's saying a lot because I really love my Wacom 22. But yeah, the Pro 16, the line, every time I work with it, the line quality has just been on point, and that's something that just can't be ignored. Now, if you asked me a few months ago if the Pro 16 was worth its $599 price tag, I'd have told you yeah. I'd have kind of fidgeted a little bit, maybe looked away, but yeah, it was worth it. It's worth it. But I knew I'd be asking people to stretch their budget. But then I noticed a trend. I noticed on Amazon and the XP Pen website, they had dropped the price down to $569. And I was like, that's interesting. It makes it a little bit easier to recommend it at $569 than $599. Just does. But then, hold up, y'all. Hold up. I recently checked the XP Pen website, and y'all, maybe it's because they just released the new Artist Pro 19, but I don't care. They just dropped the price down to $479. Now, I can recommend that all day, all week, twice on Sunday. That's a great price, so I highly recommend it just off of price alone. Okay, y'all, the Pro 16 is great, and I highly recommend it. But there are a couple things that you need to know that are some nitpicks of mine that might be some deal breakers for you. So check it out. First of all, this right here. This is the quick key remote for the Pro 16, and it works perfectly fine. But what I don't like about it is that the buttons are not marked in any way so that you can kind of keep up with what you're programming onto the button. So like the SenseLab tablet, their quick key remote, it's got the LED screen, and it lights up so you can see, okay, that's Control Z, that's Control N, that's Shift, that, that really comes in the hand. I was also thinking like a Stream Deck. how they make it so how everything is labeled so that you, even though you're relying on muscle memory, you can still kind of glance over, check yourself just to make sure that you're not pressing the wrong button. So nitpick number 1 is this quick key remote, because again, you have to rely on muscle memory, and it's too much room for error, especially when you're an old man like me. So I always have to kind of check myself. So that's the very first nitpick. My second nitpick is the felt tip nibs. Now I know what you're thinking, but didn't you say how much you love the felt nibs? And I do, but it comes with that caveat, and the caveat is they wear down fairly quickly. And it's just something you're gonna have to deal with because, well, physics. There's nothing anybody can do. So felt nibs, you're gonna run through them, especially if you draw regularly. You're gonna run through them all the time, and you only get like 4 or 5 that comes in the case. So if you're drawing on a regular basis, you're gonna run through those, and you're gonna have to replenish them. So you just have to be aware of that, and I want to make sure that you are, and that's not a deal breaker for you. Now my third and final nitpick is the energy usage. Remember how I was talking about it takes a single USB-C wire to connect this to your laptop? Well, it comes at a cost, and that cost is that it is also eating energy from the battery. So now your battery is powering 2 devices, and it's draining your battery much quicker. That's the word. Much quicker. So it's been my estimation. I get about, on a good day, 3.5 to 4 hours on the battery before I have to put it on the charger. So again, just something to be aware of, especially when you're taking it out and about in the world and you're drawing and all that type of stuff. Just be aware, it is going to eat up some battery. So always be prepared for that contingency. All right, nitpicks aside, the Pro 16 is a great tablet, and I highly recommend it for pros, for semi-pros, and for amateurs. This is an all-around tablet. It's got the portability, the size, the power, the comfort levels, the drawing experience is there. Everything is top-notch, and I couldn't more highly recommend another tablet in the game right now. So if you get a chance and you want to try that out, please do, and let me know what your experience is in the comments. All right, y'all, I know I haven't been putting out a lot of content, well, long form content lately, and that's about to change. Along with everything else, a lot of stuff's about to change. A lot of stuff has changed, and we'll get into that in another video. But just letting you guys know, more content is on the way. So do me that favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, set that notification bell. Is it a bell still? I guess it's a bell. Set that notification bell to let you know whenever I post up a new video. And on that note, it's your boy DKG72. I'm out. Peace.